But I tried to do all I, can to help her, to save her. But I couldn't. And that's weighing heavy on my heart.
As we mentioned, one of the 6 victims was a child. 7-year-old Mikiylia Guines was shot in the head at that second location. The little girl's family, as you would imagine, just heartbroken. WTVA's Tanaya McQueen talked to Mikiylia's mother, who says part of her died when she lost her child that night. Tanaya is live in West Point with her emotional interview.
There's just not enough words to describe the pain that LaShonda Guines must be dealing with. Little Mikiylia was so happy, so bright, and full of so much joy, and she brought so much life into their home. And now this family is left to deal with a loss that no one can understand. Now, LaShonda Guines was actually at that home when everything happened. They live on Blake Road. It was a place the family felt safe. It was their sanctuary. But that peace was shattered just last night. Now, LaShonda's cousin, Daricka Moore, is accused of murdering her daughter. LaShonda says she actually saw her child die right in front of her other 2 children, a heartbreak no mother should ever have to experience.
I can't help but to feel like, I could have did more. But I tried to do all I, can to help her, to save her. But I couldn't. And that's weighing heavy on my heart because, it might have been more. What if I did this and what if I did that? It would have been, a better outcome. But I just don't know. I tried.
The family is now focused on remembering and honoring little Mikiylia's life. They're asking for prayers tonight as they deal with this unimaginable heartbreak. Tonight at 10, I'll share more of this emotional interview, and I'll talk to the little girl's grandfather, and I'll have how he now has to hold this family all together after this unimaginable loss. Live in Clay County, Tanaya McQueen, WTVA 9 News.
This is one of the most brutal family massacres Mississippi has ever seen. A 24-year-old man killed 6 people across 3 different locations in less than 5 hours. His father, his brother, his uncle, a local pastor, and the pastor's brother, and his 7-year-old cousin, whom everyone called Kiyla. She was shot in the head in front of her mother during an attempted sexual assault. Welcome to Buried Headlines TV, where the forgotten become unforgettable, where the silenced are finally heard. Every day, stories fall through the cracks. Victims go without justice, voices go unheard, and truth remains unspoken. But not here. No sponsors, no agenda, just the truth. These are the stories that may have gotten covered up or overshadowed, so we dig them up. May the victims rest in peace, and let's all take a stance against gun violence. Mikiylia Guines was 7 years old. Her mother, LaShana, described her as a bright, joyful little girl whose laughter brought happiness to everyone around her. The kind of child who lit up a room. After the tragedy, LaShana posted on Facebook, "I never thought I would be going through this or even making funeral arrangements for one of my children, especially my baby girl. I have so many questions and so many things I don't understand. My heart is shattered into pieces and I'm hurting, but Kiyla brought so much joy to my life and so many others. She was the sweetest girl in the world and I am not okay." Kiyla's teacher wrote, "My Mondays will never be the same seeing your sweet soul coming into my room, very quiet but very noticeable. I will miss you dearly and your sweet hugs while leaving my room." The violence started at a mobile home on David Hill Road in Clay County around 7 p.m. Investigators believe 24-year-old Daricka Moore killed 3 of his family members there. His father, 67-year-old Glenn Moore, his brother, 33-year-old Quentin Moore, and his uncle, 55-year-old Willie Ed Guines. All 3 were shot once in the head. Willie Guines' son, Derek, posted, "My daddy, my uncle, my first cousin Quentin, and my little cousin. Life will never be the same without y'all. In life, things happen within a blink of an eye. The devil is busy. Like in the Bible, it speaks the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But God is in control now. This is the biggest tragedy I ever seen." After the killings, authorities say Moore stole his brother Quentin's F-150 pickup truck and drove a few miles to Blake Road in Cedar Bluff. That's where Kiyla lived. Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott said Moore parked the stolen truck in the backyard where it couldn't be seen from the street, then forced his way into the house. Once inside, he held Kila's family at gunpoint. According to investigators, Moore attempted to assault his 7-year-old cousin Kiyla in the home while the family was being held captive. Then he put a gun to his 7-year-old cousin's head. Kila's mother was there, her siblings were there, and Moore pulled the trigger. Sheriff Scott told reporters, "I don't know what kind of motive you could have to kill a 7-year-old." Witnesses say Moore then pointed the gun at another young child's head. That child survived. It's unclear if Moore didn't pull the trigger or if the gun misfired. Sheriff Scott said, "That's how violent it was." Kila's mother, her sibling, and another child all witnessed the murder. They're alive, but they'll carry what they saw for the rest of their lives. Moore wasn't finished. He fled and drove to a third location on Pollard Lane and Siloam Griffith Road. Inside the residence, he shot and killed Reverend Barry Bradley and his brother, Samuel Bradley.
In times like these we're living in are very serious. Through Jesus Christ, He is our strength.
A niece of the brothers posted, "Please keep the Bradley family in your prayers. Both my uncles were tragically murdered Friday night in their home in Mississippi. Both had hearts of gold."
An investigation is underway after a man shot and killed 6 people, including a 7-year-old child in Clay County. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm Kamari Hamer. At least 4 of them have been confirmed to be family members of the suspect. I spoke with family members of the victims who are fed up with gun violence.
When they first told me, I just couldn't believe it.
When they said it was my brother, I was really shocked about it. Didn't want to believe that he had got killed.
Kimberly Moore and Versie Jennings are still in shock after hearing the news about the death of their family members and the identity of the suspect. Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott tells WCBI 24-year-old Daricka Moore shot and killed 67-year-old Glenn Moore, 55-year-old Willie Guines, 33-year-old Quentin Moore, at this home on David Hill Road. All 3 victims were related to the shooter. Moore then allegedly stole a Ford F-150 that belonged to Quentin Moore. It is believed that the shooter then traveled to Blake Road and forced his way into this home and attempted to sexually assault someone. While he was there, Moore reportedly shot and killed a 7-year-old girl who was also his second cousin.
It really is a sad situation. I really don't know what the causing of this. We all just need prayer at this time.
The killing continued. Clay County investigators say Moore left in the stolen truck and drove to this home on Siloam Griffith Road. Deputies found the stolen truck behind the home, signs of forced entry, and the bodies of Barry and Samuel Bradley.
We all lift our hearts in prayer for the victims and families. Again, this is really shaking our community. And for me, almost 30 years in this is one of the toughest ones we had to work.
The suspect had no prior history with law enforcement, and at this time, there's no clear motive behind the crime spree.
Mental illness, that's something serious that we as a family should take, try to check on our people because, like I said, we really don't know what happened and what the situation is, but it was just a family dispute, and we asking for prayer.
Moore is being charged with first-degree murder. That charge is expected to be upgraded to capital murder. More charges are also expected to come. And the suspect is expected to appear before a judge on Monday for a preliminary hearing.
Daricka Moore is being held at the Clay County Jail. He faces multiple counts of first-degree murder and other felony charges. Prosecutors expect to pursue capital murder charges, which would make him ineligible for bail under Mississippi state law. If convicted, he could face the death penalty. Investigators are still trying to figure out why. Why kill your own father, your brother, your uncle? Why murder your 7-year-old cousin in front of her mother? Mikiylia, Kiyla Guines, Glenn Moore, Quentin Moore, Willie Ed Guines, Reverend Barry Bradley, Samuel Bradley. Their lives mattered, their families are shattered, and their names deserve to be remembered. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, don't let it end here. Share it, speak on it, say their name. And if you believe in this mission, hit subscribe and become part of the family. We report what they bury. We mourn what they ignore. We remember who they forget. Until next time, stay safe, stay seen, and stay loud.